Welcome to this week's blogging video. We're switching it up a little bit and we're doing a day in my life as a full-time blogger. So I do one of these like usually once a year, and I think it's so fun to look back at because like through my blogging journey, every year like my tasks and what I'm in charge of changes, and I feel like this year especially like my daily to-dos is like 100% different than what I was doing in the beginning, which I think can show you how you can evolve your blog and turn it into, I hate saying more than a blog because it's like you can have an amazing and incredible life with just your blog, but like you can expand to other businesses besides that. So it is currently 8:30. I'm late today. I was supposed to be starting at like 8 a.m. We have a jam-packed day. I'm like in and out of meetings, and then we also have a really big client presentation, which I'll talk to you about once I get to the office on like just how my roles have changed from when I started blogging to now. But I have tea waiting for me at the coffee shop, so I'm gonna go get that really quickly. Thank you. You too. Priorities. Rise and shine. All right, let's talk about how my roles have changed on year 5 of blogging versus like year 1. So year 1, it was just me, and I was, we might have like some girls coming in by the way, but year 1 it was just me, and that's when I was starting my blog obviously, and I was learning everything, and I've realized that's a theme, like I'm constantly, as the business evolves, like every year the last 5 years have been like a lot of firsts. I'm hoping next year is not so many firsts, but the past 5 years have really been. So I was setting up my blog, I was learning SEO, I was learning how to read blog posts, I was taking a ton of blogging courses, like I was doing everything just to get those initial blogging steps set up. And I honestly think that the first year of blogging is like one of the hardest years because you're completely alone. People are like, you're crazy, like there's no way you're gonna succeed, what are you doing? You're like, you don't need to, like, comparatively to other businesses, like you really don't need to invest a lot, but still you're investing money. And I was a broke college student at the time, so like it was just really scary. Where now our business has completely changed, and it's always been like, I've actually been really consistent from the beginning with my goals on what I wanted this business to be. Like from the very beginning I started my blog because I knew I wanted to have an interior design firm. And so now we're at the point where we have the interior design firm, and just like I do write blog posts, but not like I used to write blog posts. Like before I was writing blog posts strictly for like SEO and to really earn money, and now I'm writing blog posts more to like gain a personal connection with like the BSL brand because we're doing that interior design firm. So what's interesting is that like I am constantly going back and forth between our multiple like business facets. Like the girls on the team, I try to really have specifically like they know what they're doing. Like we're not going between the different businesses that we have, because like really we have by Sophia, which is the blog. Then we have the Daily, which is our like planner business, and that completely like organically started because I'm like extremely type A, and so in college I couldn't find a planner that worked for me, and so for like the free printable to get people on my email list, I did a digital college planner, and it was super popular, and then I started selling it, and it was all digital, and then people loved it, but they were like, we want it printed out. And then so that evolved into paper planners, and now we have like a whole line of them. They sell out. It's like awesome actually. So that's that's another part of the business. And then we have like the social media, and we have the design firm. I've learned in my experience that it's like really hard to jump back and forth, but for my role in the business right now, I have to. Oh, and this, perfecting blogging, duh. So my days are kind of all over the place, which I don't think is ideal, but it's just like, whatever, like it's part of the process. I'm definitely not complaining. So today you'll see like how much we're in and out. Like right now I'm about to go film a TikTok for our planners. And then we have a huge client presentation tomorrow that like I really, really need to do. Then we have multiple meetings for the other business. So I think it's gonna be an interesting day to kind of see what's going on. We got these new signs for our client projects, and aren't they so cute? And we also got an espresso machine. And the girls set up a little coffee bar, which is so cute. I don't drink coffee, so I was trying to get this to do my tea and it doesn't work, which sucks, but I can do my chai lattes in here. So good. I just filmed a TikTok for our iPad planner, which, by the way, we have a blogging iPad planner, which is so awesome. So let me show you. I'm using my left hand and I'm not a lefty, so this is gonna be interesting. Okay, we have the calendar overview. Press week 5. Why is this so hard to use my bad hand? This is a weekly overview that like I fill out for every single week, so I can kind of just like look at the main things that I have going on. And then you can click into the actual days. So like we can see like my time blocking, other things that I have to do. It's really just so nice. Oh my gosh, why am I? Come on, there we go. You can see like monthly finances, kind of like how I organize things, travel planners, like there's just so much. I'm trying to remember to vlog everything, but right now the sun is like insane. So it's currently 10 o'clock and tomorrow we have a client presentation. Why do I look like actually scary right now on this? We have a client presentation for BSL Studios, and we like have all of our clients like divided up into different meetings that we have with them. So this is like the selections and materials meeting, which is like the most, would you say it's the most intense meeting, or would you say that the elevations meeting is the most intense?
No, I feel like this is the most.
Yeah, this one, it's just like so much.
It's a lot thrown at them at once.
It's a lot thrown, and it's a lot of like work on our end to get everything together, but it is pretty exciting. So I'm searching through like thousands and thousands of lights right now. Okay, so we might have had the biggest fail. I'm like adjusting the camera. With me vlogging my day, I like forgot halfway through. So we're gonna switch up this video halfway through, and I'm gonna do a Q&A. All of our blogging courses come with a like Facebook group, and the Facebook group is incredible. And so many people, like, I survived by Facebook groups in the beginning of my blogging journey because it's just so easy to be able to like ask people questions that they have. And so this is a very active Facebook group, and so this morning I was like, do you have any questions? So here are the most asked questions. The one that got the most amount of likes was, I'm interested in some of the legal stuff you've had to do for blogging, like when you set up your LLC, business, bank account, trademarks, etc. So let me kind of go down the list of that. So I didn't officially, like, I was 19 years old when I started this. So there were like so many things. I always say like, I don't know until I know I don't, like, or what are Sarah and I always say? Like, we don't know what we don't know. That's what we always say. And so a lot of these things I like didn't know that I was doing something wrong about, or that I should have been doing something else. So I think it was like no, it would have been, wait, I started my blog in 2017. Did I just say 2019? It was 2017. So then it was 2019, so 2 years later, that I actually established the business as an LLC, I believe. It's kind of like all blurry, but I should have done it way earlier. Like now when we start a business, establishing the LLC is the first thing that we do. And then I also, I didn't trademark it until way too late in the process, like 2 years ago, which was not good. And then I also, like in the beginning, was just having all of the money go into my personal account, and that became problematic as like we started getting bigger and I started hiring people. So then we had to like, that's like I think what really catapulted everything becoming just like more official is the whole like bank account situation, because you have to have completely separate like business bank accounts and then like your personal bank account, and you really can't go back and forth for like tax purposes. I don't know, when I used to do it they used to yell at me, so now I don't do it. But to like start a business bank account you need an LLC. And then one day I like randomly was reading about trademarks and I started freaking out about trademarking because I wasn't trademarked, and then I was like, oh my gosh, like someone could do this. So then we got it trademarked. I know there's like trademark websites online, but we were at a point in the business where like we could hire a lawyer. So we hired a lawyer to do all of our trademarking. It is really expensive, which sucks. So if you're on a little bit of a tighter budget, I would look into some online like resources on how to do that. And then for LLC, I was a student in college, and so like Wisconsin had a program where you could do your LLC for free. So if you're a student, you can look into that one. Yeah, so like now we have everything, like our submark, our name, our other names, like everything is trademarked. Everything's an LLC. Actually, by Sophia Lee's an S Corp, but that was just like advice from the accountants. Business bank accounts. So I would say, just to like sum that all up, I started getting like a lot more serious with the business side of things like 2 years into my blog. Now looking back, I probably should have done it earlier. I just like didn't know that I had to do it. And then oh my gosh, why do I always forget her name? For like the legal stuff that you have to include on your website, this was something that I also didn't know in the beginning, and then when I realized it, I was like freaking out because I was like, oh my god, I'm not going to jail over this. And so there is this lawyer who now, oh my gosh, I'm like completely blanking on her name, but I'll have everything that I bought of hers in the description for you to see. But there is this lawyer that like turned to helping like specifically bloggers, and so she made all these templates and stuff that are really reasonably priced, that you can like use for all like the legal stuff on your website. So that's what I did. I still use a lot of hers today. And I also had like a lawyer, once we were bigger, look over all of them, and he said that they look great. So again, I forget her name, so I'll link all of the things that I bought from her in the description, but she's awesome and super affordable. So if you're looking for some of like the legal stuff that you have to have on your website, I would highly recommend checking out her. Someone goes, seeing as you can't click your own affiliate links, how do you keep track of all your affiliate links with Amazon and Reward Style? So you know when something's out of stock, discontinued, and needs updating. Okay, we don't like actively click on our affiliate links like 24/7, but we do to check if something's in stock. That's like, I want to say it's one of their dumb rules. Is that a rule that they have that you can't, like that's stupid. How do you expect to see what works and what doesn't? They're not going to kick you, I would assume. I mean, I don't know. I would assume they're not going to kick you out for making sure a link works on your website. Like you're not abusing it. You're just making sure your website works great. We do it and it's been fine. If they ever kicked us out on anything, I would like majorly fight them on that one. That is ridiculous. I don't really have an answer for that other than that's stupid. We do it. Okay, how long should you wait before editing a blog post? Should you rewrite it and republish it instead? I don't really look into these things that much. Like if something needs updating, I update it. And I don't really think about like, has it been this long or has it not been this long? What we never do is we never like duplicate a blog post and repost it. We'll just edit the same blog post and like republish it to a different date. Google does not like if you like copy and paste content, so that's why we never do that. But we never worry about like if we just posted a blog post yesterday and we already could make it better today, we go and update it, and it's always worked out fine for me. Okay, so many questions about AI, which I think is really interesting. The AI, okay, so we don't do anything with AI, and my only thought with AI is that Google is genius. Like they are smarter than you and I, and they will know isn't Google, I don't even know. Like, see, I don't know enough about AI to really be answering this besides the fact that we don't use it. But what I have learned is that Google is smarter than anyone, and they will know if you're using AI or if it's a real human. And Google likes real humans, and they're really, really prioritizing content that is easily, like, you can tell it's a real human writing it. Google always knows. They came out with a statement a few months ago saying that they're really prioritizing content where, like, you can tell the person's actually used that product or whatever they're talking about. It's a real human, and I just think that you can tell the difference. And if we can't tell the difference, they can. So we are not using AI, and we will probably never ever use AI, to be honest. But I do definitely need to research that more because I just, like, don't know. I'd love to hear your advice on pivoting blog topics. Do you have to delete old posts that don't match your new focus, or can you just keep going? We just keep going. So we've been pretty consistent with, like, our plan all along. But I will say that, like, in the beginning, I got my start by writing all about, like, college dorm rooms. And now we are shifting away from that. And so we're pivoting to not have that type of content, but every single blog post is still there. We do not delete blog posts. We keep them up there because they can keep earning income for us. So I would not recommend deleting. And also, like, every once in a while, a post that didn't take off will take off. And if you deleted it, it wouldn't have happened. So I would recommend just keeping them. And at what point should you be able to tell if Google understands what your site is about? So you'll be able to tell, one, you can, like, Google your website and then see, like, what comes up underneath it, and that's, like, a good way to tell. But also, your website will rank faster and faster. Like, as you're looking at Google Analytics, you'll be able to see, like, what's your most popular blog posts and how long it's taking to rank, and you'll be able to tell, like, they rank faster and faster, and that's when you really know that Google knows what you are about. Someone goes, I would love to learn more about your approach / strategy for each social platform. So we are adding that into the blogging courses, actually. So those should be added in the next, like, month or two. And I think we're gonna add it into perfecting blogging. And we're gonna go through, like, I have very different strategies for every single social media. So we're gonna go through and, like, dive into all of my different ones. Do you still use keywords everywhere? Yes, huge keywords everywhere person. I swear by it. That's really all the questions right now. So sorry about forgetting to vlog for half of the day. But also there's a good Q&A. If you have any other questions or, like, follow-up questions, put them in the comments and I will answer them in the next few weeks. But we have so many good blogging videos coming up and scheduled, and I'm really excited. For us, the winter is, like, our slow period, and so the slow period is where you put the most amount of work. So winter and spring, we, like, go hard, getting everything ready for the summer and the fall and, like, Christmas time and holidays. So we're chugging along right now and really getting stuff done, and we have such exciting content coming out. So make sure to subscribe. Get on the blogging email list. It's actually so good. We send out emails all the time going over, like, my top tips, things that I'm learning, things that I think you should know, things that I wish I knew, etc. Check out the blogging courses. I know I'm biased, but, like, they're really so good, and basically my dream courses that I wish I would have had when I started blogging and for the different parts of blogging. But I think that sums it up. All right, I will see you at next week's blogging video.